Okay. Ansible is actually a automation tool that we use for automating our deployments. Okay. For example, there are different types of tools available and open source tool. Okay. Ansible is one of the open source tool. Similar alternatively, we have another tool like Terraform. You heard about Terraform, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He was even certified in Terraform a year ago.
So as per the scenario, we need to choose corresponding tools. Okay. For example, I will give you one simple scenario. Like we have a AWS account. Earlier, we configure VPC, right? VPC, and the VPC components like subnet, route table, internal gateway. Then what will we do? We create subnets as public and private. Then after creation of this virtual private network, what will we do? We deployed virtual machine, right?
Yes.
Then consider this is for a web application. What will we do? We log into the machine,
And install some web server.
yes, and configure web server like Apache or Nginx. And copy your application code, right? Copy application code. This is the scenario we followed for deploying a simple web application. But in this case, all tasks we do manually, right? Creation of VPC, subnet, and all the things. Then creation of the virtual machine, then installing and configuring the web server inside the virtual machine. Then all tasks are manually be done, right? Am I audible, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
now you give it to Ansibel like a script.
Yes. Coming to this is a simple scenario. Okay, this is we done this for a learning purpose. So this is fine. But coming to production environment, we need to perform so many services and tasks. Okay, not configure a single VPC and single virtual machine, like not like that. So coming to production, we need to manage so many infrastructure. Okay, like configuration of infrastructure, deployment of infrastructure in the sense of these virtual machines. Okay, what are the type of infrastructure? Like EC2. EC2 is one of the infrastructure. Okay, EC2. Then VPC is another infrastructure. Then what? EKS. Storage like S3. Okay, storage S3. Then what are services are available in like AWS or Azure or GCP? We can automate all services, okay, like this way, so that we can use IAC tools. IAC. What is IAC?
Infrastructure as a code.
Yes. So what we will do, we write up the entire infrastructure as a code. Got it? Okay, so we provide all the details. For example, I need to deploy 10 virtual machine. Okay, so what will I do? Like I need to create a configuration code. Okay, infrastructure configuration code. Then using any of the tools like Terraform or Ansible, then I am using that tool for deploying my resources. So coming to Ansible, okay. So Ansible or coming to when we choosing these tools like Ansible is mostly we use for configuration management, okay. Automating the configuration management. Configuration. And for Terraform, we used for infrastructure setup or infrastructure automation. Infrastructure automation. I will give some small example when we use these tools. For example, I need to I need to deploy these things. Okay, I need to deploy a VPC and the components. Okay, what are the things in under the VPC? From VPC to subnet, routable, and all the things I need to configure. And after that, I need to deploy some virtual machine inside the subnet. Okay, so consider this is a scenario. So this scenario we can use Terraform. Got it. So after deploying, I through the Terraform.
Can you please repeat this? The Ansible is a configuration management, so it decides what configuration you will
Yeah, I'm
have.
talking about, yes. I'm coming
And
to
infrastructure automation is like automatically this much infrastructure will be set up. Like
yes,
it's like
yes, yes,
pre-configured, like what is the VPC, what is the subnet,
yes.
what is the
Right,
internet
right, right, right,
gateway.
right.
So are
B3,
they all YAML files in both
right,
of
right.
them?
All are YAML files.
YAML is like the new script.
Right. YAML is used for working with these like Terraform, Ansible, Kubernetes, all things.
Yeah.
So what will we do is we wrote up the code as like IAC infrastructure. Now we can say like our code is infrastructure. We build the infrastructure using codes. Got it.
Yeah.
And then we will, for example, we install this Terraform or Ansible in our local machine. Consider, okay, in our laptop or your personal computer anywhere, okay. And this is our AWS account, okay. So we will install the Terraform in our local machine. Then we create a service connection between our local machine to the AWS account. So after that, we will write up the old codes, okay. What are the requirements? For example, creation of VPC and creation of virtual machine. So we will create all the things in our code. Then after that, we will push the code, okay. This is a kind of pushing our Terraform code, the YAML file from our local machine to AWS. So what will happen? The Terraform will create all the resources. What are the things we include in the file? The YAML file. In this case, what we can use a simple command, okay, like a Terraform apply. Using a simple command, we can build this much resources. It will create the VPC, by manually how many times it will take. For a lab purpose, how many time it will take. Then just assume that if we are in a production environment, so that we use Terraform for, it's a like using Terraform, we can easily deploy our resources. So same way, I'm revising the things, okay. like we successfully deploy all the things. Okay, so then we need to after our requirement, we need to destroy all the things, right? So what we'll do, we need to go to the corresponding machine, then terminate the machine, then go to VPC. Then we need to delete the VPC, right? First, we need to delete the subnet, root table, and detaching internet gateway, then deleting VPC. It will take so much time, right? By manual way. So using Terraform, we can use a single command to destroy or delete the Terraform. So we can use a simple command. It will delete entire thing. Got it. So
It's just like the Docker remove container.
right.
Okay, you can like destroy all the.
Yes. So remove the Terraform. Okay, we will cover Terraform in coming section. So today we will go with the Ansible. So we can deploy these same things using Ansible. Okay, like creation of VPC and all things, but mostly we use Ansible for configuration management. Configuration management in the sense of we have under servers. Okay, so we need to install one specific application to these under servers. So in that scenario, we can use Ansible. Got it. So using Ansible, we write the code. In Ansible, it's called a playbook. Okay, playbook. What is a playbook means? The configuration. What are the requirement? Then we need to write up the requirement as a configuration. Playbook is a YAML file. Okay, so after creation of a playbook, we use Ansible to push the code to these under servers. So for example, we need to install Apache to these under servers. So what we need to create the YAML file for that, then pushing using Ansible to these under servers. So what will happen within a single command, like the Apache will install these servers. Got it. Similar way, we can checking this machine status using a ping test. We need to know, ensure that these under machines are running or not. So what we'll do, by manual way, what we'll do, we need to ping test, right? Ping one machine, then second machine ping, third machine ping. So it will take much time. Like in this case, 100 machines are there. So we can use Ansible for a just a ping test. Using a single command, the Ansible will test a ping test. Like all machines are accessible. We can ensure that all machines are running and accessible. So we can similar way we can utilize Ansible for the configuration management, installing application to a group of servers or a single servers or entire server. So all things we can use with the Ansible. Got it. So coming to theory of Ansible, like Ansible is an open source automation tool. Yeah. Ansible is an automation tool used for like these types of configuration management, application deployment, then orchestration. We can use orchestration. Like it's a simple, readable language that is called YAML. Okay, like YAML. You all know the extension of YAML. Like yet another markup language. YAML means yet another markup language. And we use this YAML for...
Isn't it YAML ain't markable language? It's a recursive acronym. It's not a markup language. It's like a...
Yes, yet another markup language. It's another acronym of YAML.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. Then we use the for creating playbook using YAML. Okay, so we can define the automation task inside the YAML file. So coming to Ansible, Ansible is a agentless. That means it does not require any software to be installed on the node it manager. Okay, managers. For example, how I will show you how the workflow. Okay, for example, we need to perform a Ansible. We need to install Ansible. Then we need to perform some tasks. Okay. So that what we'll do, consider this is our local machine. This is our local machine. This might be laptop or personal computer. Okay. The remote machine. So we need to install Ansible here. Okay. Ansible. Then we have a consider we have a AWS account, some virtual machines. Okay, that virtual machines in mod. I lost my.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. So my screen is visible. Okay.
Yes.
So we need to perform a task using Ansible. That's a requirement. Okay. So what we'll do? We need to install the Ansible. Okay. So we need to install the Ansible in our local machine. This is our local machine. Okay. Consider this a laptop or a personal computer. Okay. And we need to perform some tasks to remote servers. Okay. Consider this is our AWS account and we have two virtual machines. But so Ansible is not a it's agentless configuration tool. Okay. Agentless. Why it's called agentless? Because we didn't install any software application or dependency in targeted machines. In this case, these are our target machine, right? So we didn't install any Ansible configuration services or any software in these machines. In Datadog, we installed some agent. You remember, right? About for the
Yeah.
communication of the Datadog account and the virtual machine. So in this case, we
Yeah.
didn't install anything because this is agentless. Okay. Then yes, then how this like these machines and the Ansible machines, Ansible server and these machines talk using SSH. SSH connection, these machines will talk. Got it. Same way, how I mean, how a user, okay, I mean, how I communicate with these virtual machine using SSH, right? Using, I mean, after the launching of the virtual machine, how we access using SSH port for accessing that remote servers using the machine IP and the PIM key, right? So similar way, the Ansible talking to these remote machines using SSH protocol. So we need to provide the machine's IPs, then the machine PEM keys to the Ansible servers or the Ansible machine. Okay. Got it. Any doubt?
Can you repeat that last part?
I mean, the protocol that Ansible use, that is SSH. So what we will do means we need to provide the SSH properties or the machine IP. For example, here there is two machine. So the two machine have the public IP, right? Public IP. So we need to provide the public IP to the Ansible of these two machines. Then one more thing we need to provide, like these machines PEM key. These are the two way, I mean, these are the two things that we need to perform a SSH connection, right? As a human being, how we access this machine? Using the machine IP and the PEM key, right? So we also use the same protocol like SSH. So in this case, I mean, Ansible use same thing. So what will we do is we need to provide the public IP and the PEM key to the Ansible. So Ansible can talk with the corresponding machines. Clear? Hold out.
Yeah, you basically set it up for a SSH communication between Ansible and the virtual machine.
Yes. Simple thing like you have your laptop, okay, and you have a AWS account. This is the account. So you deploy one virtual machine in AWS. Okay. So after that, you need to access the machine, right? So what will we do? If this machine is Linux, then we use the protocol SSH. If the machine is Windows, then we use protocol RDP. And we use some application like Putty or PowerShell, and we provide the machine IP and machine key to this login. Then we can create a connection between our machine to the virtual machine. So now we just step back and the Ansible have the control. We give the control to the Ansible. So Ansible do all the things like the automation of creation of the machines or like configuration management, deploying application, all the things done by Ansible. So we give the same SSH properties to the Ansible and Ansible pushing the code to corresponding machines. Clear?
Okay.
So some use cases for Ansible like configuration management. That's the first one. Like ensuring systems are set up and maintained in a desired state. For example, installing and configuration of software packages. Okay, we can use that thing and managing users and permission, maintaining files, directory structure, all the things we can done by Ansible. Then application deployment coming to another use case like automating the deployment of application, including the codes, database schema, dependency, all the things we can push from the Ansible to, and I mean Ansible server to the targeted machine. And we can use Ansible for CI/CD as well. Okay, some scenarios we can use Ansible codes for deploying. I mean automating the deployment.
Some
So
job descriptions ask for Ansible and Jenkins experience together, right? They work them together.
no. Both are a different scenario, but in some cases we use Ansible code for CI/CD. Not
Okay.
entire, okay, like some parts, okay, because CI/CD is a like it's a part being integrating parts getting the code. There is different stages, right? So some stages we include Ansible code, mostly in deployment part. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then we can quickly go to install Ansible and try a small task. Okay. So like coming section, we can deploy some application, same thing like yeah, we can deploy Nginx or Apache using Ansible, and we can deploy a sample web application. Okay. So today we can test a ping connection. Okay. Like a ping test. So this is a requirement. Consider we have two servers, okay? In AWS. Server 1 and server 2.
I think we're not seeing the Microsoft
Freeze,
Paint that
freeze,
you're
I
drawing it.
guess.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
share the other window.
So we have a like local machine, okay, where we installing Ansible. In my case, I didn't install the Ansible in my local machine, but what will I do? I create one more virtual machine, okay, in AWS, and I keep that one as my local, okay. Don't confuse these things. So what will here I do? Go to my instance page, then I'm going to deploy 3 machine. And I'm giving some name like this is considered this is my Ansible server, okay. So this is my Ansible local server. Consider this as my local server, not local. Ansible is fine. And this is my target mission, okay. I need to test something like server 1, and this is a server 2. So I'm just taking my this mission like Ansible, because this is my local mission. Consider this as my local mission. So I'm connecting to my mission. So successfully connected to my Ansible mission, okay. So first I need to update the package manager.
From where you copied that SSH? Can you show me that?
Sorry,
SSH. From where you copied that SSH detail?
you mean to connect to the server, right? Yes, through
Yes.
SSH.
Yeah.
Yes. This is a command. So the command is SSH, okay. We need to perform a SSH command, then the username. This is my remote server username. By default, username is EC2 user for Amazon Linux servers, okay. For Ubuntu, it will change like it will Ubuntu. This is Amazon Linux server. Then we need to provide the username at the right IP. This is my public IP of my virtual machine, okay. This one, this Ansible. See the public IP.
Not seeing that. You're not sharing that.
So coming to the Ansible server, here we can see the public IP of the Ansible
Okay.
server, and this is a private IP. So
Yeah,
we use public IP for accessing, right, remotely.
Yes.
So what will here SSH, then the EC2 user, that's the default username of the Ansible server, this server. Then
Okay.
username at the rate public IP. Then we need to provide the file path of our PEM key. For this server, we have a PEM key, okay. When I am creating, I choose the PEM key GS new. For each machine, I am choosing the same key. So that here I am just specify the path using the -i and specify the path of the PEM key. So in this path, this PEM key belongs in my local machine. See user
Okay.
downloads this files there. Got it. Clear? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is PowerShell. Okay. So using PowerShell, we can access our remote servers using this way. So just clear out. So now we we need to install our Ansible. Okay. So now I am installing Ansible. Okay, Ansible is successfully installed. Can I verify Ansible version? See, Ansible core 2.15.3. That's the version. Okay. So, like today we are going to perform one task. Okay. So we successfully installed Ansible in our local machine. Okay. Then what we'll do is we just test a ping connection. Okay. So we test a ping connection to check these servers are up or not. Got it. So what we'll do, the Ansible will check the ping connection between these two servers, and it will give a result to us. It's
So it's going to ping those two servers.
right using Ansible. This is the simple scenario, like only two servers, but coming to production, there is a lot of servers. So we need to perform these ping tests using Ansible regularly or at least 2 times a week. So that one we need to keep something okay in our Ansible server. So the first thing is inventory. Okay. So inventory means inventory of our targeted missions, okay, or the mission that we need to manage. So in this case, we need to keep the inventory of these two missions. Got it? So what will we keep as inventory means the missions, the targeted missions, IPs, then the username, and some basic details that we need to keep as inventory in our Ansible mission. Okay. So now I am going to create a inventory for these two missions. Okay. So that we just to go to the Ansible mission. Just leave it. And I'm going to create a file. So it should be a text file. Okay, that is fine. So I'm going to create a text file. Inventory. .txt. So inside the file, we need to provide the details of that machines. Okay. So we can include different way. Okay. So I am providing like this Ansible target. This is my target mission. Okay. Target one. So Ansible, this is my target one. That's a definition. Okay. Then we need to provide the mission detail. Ansible host is equal to the IP of the machine. Okay. I mean IP of the targeted machine. So I'm just copying the IP of the S1. Okay. We created two machines, S1 and S2. So this is the public IP of S1. So that's my target one. Okay. My target one in this case, the first server S1. Then I need to provide the machine's connection type. So again, Ansible connection is equal to like here we need to provide the connection type. Okay. So the connection type should be SSH. Then one more thing, Ansible user. So we need to provide the username of the corresponding targeted machine. In this case, the username EC2 user, default username for the Amazon Linux. Got it. So this is for the first mission. Okay. So I need to add one more for the second mission. Same way. Ansible target 2. Got it.
Yeah.
Ansible host, Ansible. So Ansible underscore host is equal to, I'm just copying the S2, okay, server 2 public IP.
Kaushik, I have a question here.
Hmm.
So, do we need to give the particular a targeted user, or it's by default we can give a easy to hyphen user because we have multiple targeted machines. I need one. I have around 10 machines. I only need to configure, or out of 10, only 5 I need to configure. So, do I need to give entire user or a particular targeted machine name I have to give?
For example, you need to perform to only 5 machines, right?
Correct. I have 10 machines. Out of 10, only I need to configure only 5.
Okay, for that we can grouping actually. In here we can grouping.
Okay.
For example, you need to keep that 5 mission as another group. Okay.
Okay.
I will show that in coming section. I will include that grouping. Like for example, in here, okay, in inventory we can keep groups.
Okay.
For example, in this case we only provide 2 machines, right?
Yes.
That is Ansible. I will complete. Okay, like Ansible user into EC2 user. Okay, that's fine. So in this case,
The second line connection is wrong, I guess.
which one?
The first line, CONN,
Connection.
the first line connection. First line.
Okay, okay. So, for example, your requirement is to 5. Like, so in this case, we can only deploying these two machines. Okay. So what we'll do, we can grouping these machines using like this way. Like this is my production. Okay. Consider this is prod. So now these tools are under production group. So next, what will we do? We can use the prod, okay, this group to deploying. So what will happen only to the production machines that service will deploy. Got it. Consider here I am keeping another group under the or this production. Like I'm creating another one like dev machines. Okay, so I will create keep the dev machine detail here. So what for why we keeping why we grouping these machines for the same scenario you're talking, like you have 10 machines and you need to only push to 5 machines, right?
Yes.
So here we can group. So you can adding that 5 machine under the dev here. So you can just mention the group name there. So it will only affecting to the group.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
So, coming
So
section,
the top square bracket, the name you had, that's the name of the group,
right?
and you can make groups of machines.
Yes, because coming to production, there is a lot of machine, right? I mean, production machine,
So this
development
is
machine.
inside your YAML. The square brackets are code for
No.
the groups of
And
machines.
we can include in the YAML, but we are using Ansible commands to pushing. So using that command, we can specify the group. So it will only affecting to the group machines.
So the rectangular brackets there, they are the group names.
Right. Coming section, I will show you how to pushing to the group and getting the details from the group like that.
Okay.
So now I'm going to save and exit the inventory. So I have the inventory. See, inventory is there. So then next thing is I need to create a PEM file, okay, of my target mission, because the Ansible using SSH for authenticating or communicating to the targeted mission. So we need to keep the mission IP. In inventory, we already keeping the mission detail like public IP, PEM, I mean username, all the things, but we didn't given the PEM key. So what we'll do, we need to create a PEM key, sudo nano key.pem hit enter. Then we need to provide, I mean, I have the PEM key details, okay, just to copying that thing and paste here. So this is the PEM key of my server 1 and 2. Okay. In this case, I'm using the same PEM key. So I'm here I'm using this using same thing. Then save and exit. Let's see our inventory there. Keep my key PEM for the standard machines here. So now I'm going to perform a ping test. Okay. Using Ansible command. So the Ansible command look like this, Ansible. Then in this case, we have two target in our like inventory. Okay. So I am just pinging to the first target. So here we can choose that thing, Ansible target 1. Then I'm going to test a ping test. Okay. So what will this Ansible do? Ansible establish a ping connection to the target machine. Ping.
What does the -M flag stand for?
My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I see you typing in the command. You wrote -M ping.
Stuck on my screen. That's why.
No, you're not audible. Tausif.
Maybe the connection will drop off now.
No. Now it's fine, right?
Hemul, I was asking something. Where are you staying?
I'm in the Philadelphia area.
Now it's clear,
Yeah, we
right?
can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Then ping, then the file name. We need to specify the file name, okay?
What is the M stands for? That was the question from my side and Amol.
M specify the ping module actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the file name, we need to specify the file name. Inventory.
Is I for input output?
Right. Specify the file name. So this is the command. I mean, this is an Ansible command to perform a ping test using a target. Okay. The target is in our case, our server one. Okay. So Ansible target one is our server one. Then it will establish a ping connection. Then we need to provide the using the inventory.txt file. So hit enter. Yes. So in this case, we Ansible target one unreachable. And message failed to connect on the host. We are permanently added. Yes, we need to add the PEM key. Okay, we need to add the PEM key in our Ansible server SSH directory. Okay, so we need to perform that. First, I'm going to change the mode. Okay, change modification to the key.pem. I'm going to provide 400 key.pem.
Do sudo chamad 400 key.pem.
I'm just changing the root and try it again.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now I am going to SSH bash mode, SSH agent bash. Okay, now I'm copying my key.pem to SSH. Okay, key.pem to the directory SSH. Then I'm going to add SSH add the key name key.pem. See here, you can see identity added. Now we can perform the same command again. Okay. See, it's success. We get the ping connection. Got it. So how
What
to
is the warning you got? Why you get a warning?
that is a Python interpreter warning actually. So
Okay.
it's related to Python, the dependency. So now I am going to perform. This is the target one, right? So I'm going to change the target to just two. See, target 2 is success. Because these machines are running, we can ensure that both machines are running. Got it?
Yes.
So now I'm just to go to grouping. Okay, this machine, just checking that thing. Now we perform one by one, right? Using 192 because we didn't create a user for these two.
This criteria just to check that whether those virtual machines are up and running or not. Correct?
Yes, yes.
Can you go to AWS and turn off the one of the target 1 or 2 and just peep let us check whether how it's going to display the.
Sorry. Once again,
Can you go to
your voice is
AWS?
low actually.
Can you go to AWS and turn off one of the VM machine,
Right.
one of the VM?
That's good. So now I am going to turn off, not stopping S2. Okay, just stop. Stop.
The voice is
Hmm? Now it's clear, right?
yes.
So now I successfully stopped the server 2. Okay, and I am going to perform a ping test to server 2 using Ansible. See, the server 2 is stopped. Here I am perform. See, Ansible target 2 unreachable. Change false. Message failed to connect to the host via SSH. Constant timeout. Unreachable. It's unreachable. That is called unreachable is equal to true. Same way I'm going to perform server 1. Okay. It's success.
Okay. Yeah.
Got it.
Good.
So now I'm just to turn on the machine, and one more thing I need to add, like grouping. Okay. So nano inventory dot txt. So in this case, these machines doesn't under any group. Okay. So I'm just grouping the machine with the production prod. Save and exit. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to perform like here the problem is, anyone find the problem? I'm all.
Yeah, you did turn off that second VM.
No, I turned on the
Did
one,
Can
but
you
the
go to
problem is the IP should be changed. Okay, we can check. So
Yeah, when you turn off a machine, it releases that IP address.
right. So I'm just checking the second machine. So it's changed. Okay, save and exit. I update the one with the latest. So again, I'm in previous way I'm choosing. I mean, using the Ansible command. I'm providing the target target missions. Okay, like target 1 or 2. So in this case, I didn't mention the target 1 or 2 because I'm grouping the 1 and 2 with the production. Okay, so under the prod group, that 2 missions belongs. So next time, I mean this time I can provide the group name here, Ansible then the group name, that is prod, then establish the pin connection using the same inventory. See, I got the 2 pin connection. I mean, how many servers belongs to that? We will get the ping test connectivity from that those servers. Got it?
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the way we use Ansible for configuration management. Okay, so this way we can get ping connection, the machine date, time, all the things we will get from the targeted machine. So tomorrow I think we can deploy the same way we can. One more thing there. Okay, the core thing is Ansible playbook. So where we uh, like provide the configuration using the YAML file that's in the playbook. So that's called Ansible playbook. Okay. So inside the playbook, we will given the commands, the requirement, all the things for our requirement. Then we will push the playbook from this Ansible server to the targeted machines. So it will deploying the resources. Like tomorrow we can perform a web application deployment using web server and the application code. So all things pushing from the Ansible. Got it?
Yeah.
Anyone have any doubt?
To
No.
launch the application, we have to configure the VPC, subnet, and internet gateway, correct?
No. We use for configuration management only. We pushing a web server with the codes to the target machine. In our case, we have the VPC and the machines there running in AWS. Okay. Consider the S1 and S3 is in coming class. S1 and S3 servers there. So what will we do is using the Ansible server, we just pushing web server with the application code from Ansible to these 2 machines.
Okay. Can you show us tomorrow that I have to configure VPC and subnet and internet gateway?
Yes, that for that requirement we use Terraform actually. In coming to a Terraform class, I will show you how to deploying AWS infrastructure like VPC, like virtual machines, all the things we will do using Terraform.
Okay. I have a question now. Actually, see, you have Ansible. Ansible is in the local server. And the S1, S2 is a virtual machine. You can take it as a S1 is the web application and S2 is a database application, which is a different environment. Like in different altogether different data center. So when I wanted to ping, so how do I ping that one from the local Ansible configuration? I think the
Your
question
voice
is
is too low actually.
Amal, am I audible to Amal to you?
I can hear you a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, maybe are you using Bluetooth or something?
No, I'm not using anything. Actually, I'm on speaker.
Oh.
Amal, your voice is very clear for me.
Okay.
Okay. So no, sir, Taushik, actually, my question is,
Hmm.
Ansible is my local server in the local machine, and
Okay.
S1 is a web application, S2 is a database application,
Hmm.
which altogether is different data center.
Different.
Data center.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So when I want to ping those, I think I need some VPC connection, I guess. VPC and internet gateway I need. So how do I do with that Ansible? Can we do with that one with Ansible?
I think maybe the speed with which you speak and the compression, it like makes you miss some of your words.
Voice.
Okay.
So
I'll
if you speak
I'll
slowly a little bit, it might help.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
think
I'll
I
repeat
think
that
I
one.
got the scenario. Wait, I will draw it like. So you have a Ansible server, right? Ansible server. Then S1 here. This is S1 and this is S2, right?
Correct.
But these S1 and S2 in different location, right? That's the requirement, right?
Correct.
For example, this S1 is in North Virginia,
Okay,
like that.
correct.
Okay. S2 in some other like is UK. Okay.
Okay, Mumbai or UK.
Okay. So the requirement is, what's the requirement actually? Ping test or
How do I ping check? How do I ping and check that whether those applications are working or not?
these two machines are in public, right?
Sir? Yes.
So simple. I told you, like, we using SSH, and the Ansible using SSH connection to authenticate the machine. If the machine is in Europe, if this machine is America or India, no problem, because this is public and this machine have a public IP and we have the PEM key for accessing the machine, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what we'll do in our inventory, we just provide the things like the machine username, IP, and the PEM key. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
I can paste.
Okay. So if any doubt, anyone? All clear, then we can wind up today's section. Then tomorrow we will deploy application, okay, using the Ansible.
Okay, have a good night, good day,
Have a good
wherever
one.
you are in the world.
Thank
All
you.
are good, right?
Yeah,
We can wind up.
thanks. Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Tawfiq, can you
Yes.
share the recordings with me? I'll
Sure,
share
sure,
my
sure,
email
sure,
address.
sure. Sure. I
They
will
are
share.
on the WhatsApp group. Are you on the WhatsApp group, Mahesh?
Yes,
Yes, I'm on
he's
the.
there, he's there.
In the
Yeah, I will share.
Mahesh, if you scroll up, you'll find them.
Okay. No, I just
No,
recently added.
no problem. I will share. I will share my.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, then bye. Bye all.